Well, not to sound like a hater, just like hours after the new Modern Warfare Zombies update happened, but this update is just the Season 1 update, except slightly worse. And in slightly worse, I mean, it's the Season 1 update, except without the boss fights. That's what we got, and it's interesting. Well, to be fair, let's start off with something that's actually cool about this update, and that is that we actually have exfil streaks. Well, they're not just like exfil streaks, I guess, because you actually extend these streaks by obviously not dying with that operator, but how you actually extend it is not from game to game. It's actually in that game how many contracts do you do, and each contract gives you so many points, which max out at 100. And if you do max out at 100, you'll be getting a lot of cool rewards that you just spawn in with. Some of them are just spawn in with 5,000 points, 20% off Pack-a-Punch, or 50% off the mystery box, and a lot of other really cool abilities that I actually want to give them credit for. I'm glad this is in the game. But besides that, the rest of the update is just word for word, bar for bar of the Season 1 update. I mean, stop me if this sounds familiar. You start off with a story mission going into a dark ether rift that's based off the old Al-Mazrah Warzone map. And here you do some story mission, which, to give credit here, it is different from the last one, but you know, it's kind of weird. We're just driving around an escort vehicle, and for some reason we're teaming up with the bad guys, and also Ravnov is there. Maybe I should have paid attention why exactly he was there, because I can't remember right now. But you do little objectives along the way, and it ends off in, I guess, a boss fight. It's not really a boss fight, it's just a souped up mangler, and he has more health. He's not even bigger. Like, if they could have at least made him a lot bigger than the other manglers, make him stand out, you know, a little bit, but no, it's just a mangler. And I guess he does have one new ability. He like shocks everybody and makes them just pull the trigger, which I'm fairly certain is just the ability of a equipment in this game. So there's that. He's not a threat though, so you'll be able to kill him relatively easy, and then you'll be able to exfil and get a new cutscene, which, to be fair, there's like one interesting thing said in this cutscene, so I gotta give him credit for that, but I'm not going to spoil. But then after that, it gets really similar, because after this you have to go on, I guess, a mini Easter egg quest where you get these items that you collected in the Dark Ether and upgrade them in the regular map, that you then take to the little tornado, and it spawns in a giant teleporter to the Dark Ether Rift. And now you need the sigils to start accessing that level of the Dark Ether. Yeah, it's bar for bar. And believe it or not, when you go in here, instead of doing the story mission, now you do contracts, except they're the different contracts. Now we have elimination, whatever the one is where the rockets come from the sky, and outlast. And when you complete this, you get some of the new items that include the blood burner key, which, believe it or not, spawns in the blood burner motorcycle, except you can't actually activate it in the Dark Ether Rifts because of reasons. And also you have mags of holding, which makes it where you don't have to reload regular guns, because it doesn't work with wonder weapons, because we can't have fun in this game. And then, of course, after completing all those, alongside that, you'll be getting Elder Sigils, and now you can access another even more difficult version of this Dark Ether Rift, which really isn't that much more difficult because these contracts are relatively easy. But now that you go into the more difficult version of Dark Ether, you start getting new schematics. We get the schematics for the mags of holding, the blood burner key, and also the VR11. What did I say? Word for word, bar for bar of the Season 1 update. At least the only difference here is that we don't have anything similar to the red worm. Like, there's not even an equivalent here, so I guess that part's not word for word, bar for bar, but everything else is. And you know, I want to be positive. I do, like, I really want to, but it's not easy. It's not easy, and I hate to hate on a game. I don't like being a hater, and I'm not telling you guys, hey, let's all hate on this game because, hey, they just copied the Season 1 update again. But we gotta, you know, just look at what it is for what it is, and that's what it is. I mean, I'm not saying there's not fun to be had here. If you like the Season 1 update, this is just a light version of that, and it could be fun in that way too. I'm not hating on it in that way, but it's just, I want something new out of a zombies game mode, and I'm losing faith that we'll ever see that again in Modern Warfare Zombies. And I just don't know what they're going to do with the rest of the updates. I don't know how much bar for bar, word for word you could do with the Season 1 update again. Like, I don't really know. And there is a new Warlord, but I'm not interested in that, to be honest. But if you are, sorry, I left it out, I guess. But it's, again, we've got Warlords before. This is the third one, so it's not that crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. But regardless, though, go ahead, head down to the comments, tell me what you guys think about this update. Am I being too harsh on it? Is it actually pretty good? Even if it is the same thing as season 1, like, it doesn't inherently mean it's a bad thing. Maybe explain to me exactly why that's the case down in the comment section below. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it up for me. If you guys did enjoy the video and you want to see content similar, well, not really similar to this, but content related to zombies, then definitely do all that normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, or any of that great stuff. But I'm gonna go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be, and laters, guys.